are now live. Hello, everyone that's out there. This is Amanda Wray coming to you with another live interview. Here today, we have William Long, who is a member of SSM. And what he's going to do is just basically discuss how long he's been in the program, how long he's been in the online space, how he's doing with this opportunity. And I just want to say, William, thanks so much for coming out today and actually
Hey,
having this meeting. I am so honored to have you here. We talked about this last week and I was just like, I can't wait until today because I want people to hear your story only because we have a lot of newbies and not only that, struggling marketers who's looking for an opportunity where they can start to brand themselves, really learn the insides and outsides of the space and how to work the space in order for them to start experiencing earning money online. So William, if you could just share with us a little bit about yourself.
hey, man, it's a pleasure to be here today. I thank you for taking time out of your busy day to speak with me. Really appreciate it. But off and on, I have been trying to make money online probably at least the last 8 years. Never had much success at all. Made a little money here and there. I've done the lotions, potions, weight loss, vitamins, you name it, I've tried it. And I just couldn't make anything click. And then I came along and ran across, I think it was one of your ads that was on Facebook, and I got to listening to it. Said, this sounds interesting. Then I went to a webinar and contacted you afterwards, and the rest is history. It's just been an amazing ride so far.
That's good. That's good to hear. Now, when you said like there's been some things that just wasn't click, you done tried every lotion and potion that's out there.
Right.
What do you think was the problem with a lot of the online opportunities that you was in that you really never had much success?
We didn't have the education, we didn't have the guidance, the leadership. We didn't have any of that, at least what I thought that people needed to be successful. But that's all changed with SSM. It's just, I mean, if you follow directions, you're going to be successful.
Yes, and yeah, that's the thing. What I tell a lot of the students is mainly what it is a lot of people. It's not that they don't want to earn, they don't want to put in the time. They just don't know what to do, right? And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times when you don't know what to do, you start to look at other opportunities, and this could go on for months, sometimes years, because when you feel like you're up against the wall and you're joining these opportunities, it could be pretty overwhelming if you don't bring in some type of success.
Yeah.
How long have you been with SSM?
I joined SSM in, I think, about mid-June of this year. So just a little over 4.5 months or so.
Okay, and if you don't mind sharing, how much have you made with SSM? Has it been pretty consistent?
It absolutely has. I don't mind sharing it all. I am blown away with how much I've made so far. It's just amazing to me. I have made $6,800 to date with SSM.
Wow,
Starting in the
six
middle of
thousand
June.
eight hundred dollars.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, wow. And like you said, you're just doing daily tasks mainly, right? You're following daily things that
Yes.
can tell you what to do, and
Yeah.
it's written out in black and white. You have the blueprint that you've been following. How long did it take you to actually start implementing the blueprint that we have?
Oh, I jumped right in. I jumped immediately because it's just everything is right there that you need to follow. You know, all you have to do this, do that, do this, just on down the line to success. And, you know, what amazed me most, I think probably after my first week in the business, I get this notification from you. It was actually my first payout, and you talking about an amazing feeling. It's just a blessing. It just I can imagine. You know, I see in the group everybody's so excited about getting that first notification for their first payout. It's such an amazing feeling. Say, wow, I finally made it. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and it helps a lot because when you start to actually earn online, you always it's like it's motivation for you to keep going forward, right? Especially when you know what you're doing is actually allowing you to produce some type of results.
Exactly.
if you can say, other than the money, what else is it that you love about SSM, or that you have learned being a part of SSM?
Well, the just the family, it's the family atmosphere. I love that. You just can't beat that. And one of the best things I like about SSM is just so many people are being successful. So many people are making that first dollar online. It's just such a blessing to be involved with it. You know, just I have people contacting me now and asking me what I do online, and I can actually tell them what I'm doing and know that it works at the same time. That's just a great feeling, because you know, you before, if somebody asks you what do you do online, you just sit and stutter. You didn't have any idea what to say, what to tell them to do. Now I can tell those people, just, yeah, you do this, do this, do this. It works. You know, it's a great.
Yeah, and that's what I used to, that's one of the things that I didn't like about a lot of opportunities, because whenever you're trying to get an opportunity, get someone into an opportunity, you can't tell them how much you made. You can't tell them exactly what it is that you do or what it is that they need to do. It doesn't make you feel good about the opportunity or what you're promoting, because you're not even for sure whether or not it works, right? So
Right.
a lot of people are up against the wall with that, you know, basically sharing information about an opportunity and not really knowing the ins and outs about it, or not even able to produce results, so they don't feel confident enough to share the opportunity.
Mhm.
And that's one of the things that a lot of people with an SSM has to say, is that they feel so good about sharing the opportunity because of the community, because of the easy step-by-step training. And not only that, because a lot of them have been able to earn within the platform.
Yeah,
That's like, that's pretty amazing.
it
So
is.
with SSM, I noticed like there's a lot of things that have changed on your Facebook page, not only just your engagement, but the amount of traffic you're receiving because of the way you actually stand out from the crowd. You know, we talk about a lot of leadership, and not only that, but branding yourself, right?
Mhm.
And getting people to know, like, and trust you. With that said, with the know, like, and trust factor, do you feel like that's important? And if so, why is it important?
I feel like that's very important, because you get to the point where you feel like you're a part of the crowd, more or less. You know, I have I have a couple of big marketers contacting me on Facebook quite regularly, to be honest, asking me, William, what are you doing? How do you get your engagement up so much? And how did, you know, what are y'all doing? And it's great. It's great. Just kind of brings everything into fruition for you. It really does. It's awesome.
Yeah, and that's a good feeling, especially when you're not used to people reaching out to you.
Exactly.
You're used to chasing people around, and now people are reaching out to you, wanting to know what it is that you're doing and how you're getting so many people looking at what it is that you are, you know, doing within your business. You
Hmm.
know, that's really a good feeling. So for those who are watching out there that don't know much about SSM, what we do is we teach people how to brand themselves and become the leader within the industry. And this was created because mainly people were having to chase people to join their opportunity. And you don't want to have to feel like a salesperson. You don't want to have to feel like you have to go out there and chase people down in order for them to join your opportunity. What you want to do is create an effect where people are reaching out to you nonstop because you have something to offer to them that's valuable enough for them to make a decision. And this is something that I learned years ago when I started my online training, and I started working with a mentor. It was more of, Amanda, you just want to get out there and build up the know, like, and trust factor, because once you're able to do that, you will have people literally knocking down your door. And that's mainly what happened to me back in 2016. I just basically got out of the worrying about making money and just worrying about getting my name out there as much as possible. And that created a lot of momentum for me, because just by giving people the value of the things that I knew and what I was doing, and
Hmm.
also sharing results, right? Because that's why we're affiliate marketers. We're in this
Yeah.
space is to produce an income. Once people started to realize that what I was doing actually worked, it started to make noise. And that's mainly what it's all about. It's about doing a little bit every day consistently to build your platform. And
Right.
no, it's not going to happen overnight. This is not a get rich quick overnight scheme or one of those kind of things, but it is something that can last long term once you build it up, and it can allow you to produce the results that you're looking for. So what we do is we teach people everything they need step by step from A to Z in little bite-sized pieces so that people really understand what the industry is all about, how to start earning full time within the industry, and not only that, point out all of the things that people are missing that's not allowing them to produce results. And once you take all of that and put it together, it's just
Right.
like a win-win situation for everyone.
Yes.
So another question that I wanted to ask you is, what are some of the things that you struggled with within the online space, other than not finding the right opportunity? Was there any other things that you found were struggling, not only for you, but probably the average person out there that's trying to earn full time?
Well, trying to find the right person to market to, the right target market, in other words. Yeah, if you have no idea what you're looking for, you don't know where to look.
Yeah.
So what SSM teaches you is how to find your target market, how to attract them. That's the key. That's what I love about it, because, going out just begging people to join your business, bashing them with your link, that stuff doesn't work. But most people don't realize that. And it's just such a great feeling. I had two gentlemen actually this week call me, and that was what I felt best about telling them, that I don't have to beg people to join my business now. I'm gonna use you as the best example. Did I contact you, or you contacted me about this? And it's just, it just simplifies it so much, and say, yes, sir, you're right. I contacted you. And that's just what I love most about it. Just the attraction part of it. It's great.
Yeah, that is. And I love that too, because it's a win-win situation, especially if you don't feel like you have to go out there and be trying to get people to join your business and spamming people and being in
Right.
Facebook groups and reaching out to people over the phone nonstop and getting nowhere.
Mhm.
That's one of the things that a lot of people teach in their trainings is not the attraction part, but mainly the go on your phone and reach out to 100 people
Yeah.
and go into
Yeah.
Facebook groups and do this and that. And it really doesn't work. It's not one of those things that will allow you to just start really taking off and your business start exploding. And the reason why is because no one wants to be sold anything, right? People want to make a decision on their own when they're ready to buy something. They just want you to give them enough of the information for them to make a decision.
Mhm.
That's what it's all about. So
Mhm.
that's what we want to focus on, is having people reach out to us, mainly because what we have is of value to them and can help them in order to be successful. So what I would like to do is to just end this with, if you can give a person three things that they need to work on or focus on when building their business, the three most important things that has helped you to bring in $6,800 within the last 5 months
It's
with
amazing.
SSM. If you can give this to the average person out there, three things.
Uh, Number one, believe in what you're doing. Find a system that provides you what you need, which SSM does. Stay consistent and follow directions. You will be successful.
Yep. And that's you got to follow the directions. You got to be in it to win it.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to be consistent, and you have to just be able to follow directions. And you know what? Honestly, I said this in an interview a long time ago. I remember telling an audience, I was being interviewed by seven-figure earner. And I remember telling the audience and saying to them, they said, what do you think, if you wanted to leave your audience with anything, what would that be? And the one thing that I said is that it's not about this being hard, right? And it's not about it being easy, right? It's
Right.
just about being consistent. And
Right.
for each person individually, consistency can be extremely hard or it can be extremely easy. So
I'll be
as an example,
That's what I struggled with at first, is being consistent. Even after joining SSM, I struggled with being consistent for a while. But after a while, you realize that when you can stay consistent, everything starts to come together for you. It
That's
really
right.
does. Yeah.
That's right. And the easy way that I think about it is this. In the last year, have you had 3 or 4 jobs? If you said yes, that shows that you're really not consistent, because that's a
Right.
lot of jobs, right? But if you've been on your job for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, you're pretty consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Another example, if you are the type of guy that has a different girlfriend every 3 to 6 months, more than likely you are not consistent.
Right.
If you've been with one person for 3, 4, 5 years, you have some consistency in your life. You're not going to get into online business and be consistent if everything around you is inconsistent. It's the same thing, because it's just the type of person that you are. You either are a very consistent person or a very inconsistent person, and it's really up to you. So I just want to say thank you so much, William, for coming out today on this lovely Sunday and
Yes.
spending some time with me.
Thank you, Amanda. And I want to say thank you for everything that you're doing for us. It's such a blessing, and the compassion you have for people is just unseen. And I thank you for that. I really do.
Yes, I appreciate that, William. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yes, and I just want, and if anybody wants to reach out to William, his information will be in the comment section. You can reach out to him, pick his brain, ask him some questions about the platform or anything that you want to ask him before you make a decision on if this is something for you. Again, William, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys Wednesday webinars every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will still be out Wednesday. Make sure you join the live webinar. Have a great day, William.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.